where does it turn? Like, where does it turn? When do you get up one day and say, you know what? Let me talk negative about the people who I look like in the mirror. I don't know how they got these positions. She shouldn't be on MSNBC. She's not a journalist. I really don't think that you're aware of how you show up in America.
What's coming?
Welcome to another episode of the That's Scary with Melanie P podcast. I'm your girl, Melanie P. I'm here for a very short time. As you can see, I have on my nerd glasses. My hair is pulled back. Makeup is off. I'm looking like a hot mess. But at the end of the day,
the day gotta end.
I have tried to get this girl grace, and she is getting on my everlasting Black History Month nerves. This lady, this young ant, I feel like she's an ant, a rat, whatever you want to call her. I have seen her post 2 videos that recently that have truly gotten on my everlasting nerve.
And now Joy Reid is gone. So many things are changing in our year 2025 and for the better. And this happens to be one of them.
I'm tired. I'm here with my hair pulled back, my nerd glasses on. All I need is a little bit of Vaseline. You know, this girl, Amala Ekpunobi, whatever her name is, because she don't even deserve it. Like, Amala Ekpunobi. With a name like Amala Ekpunobi, you would be right over there deported. Okay, let's get to it. So, Amala Ekpunobi, even saying that name, it makes me mad because you should be grateful that you're on American soil. Okay, you should be grateful that you're on American soil. She is, when you look her up, Amala is a social media commentator. When you look her up and you look up her career, she is listed as a social media commentator. But she finds it interesting. She finds it of a great topic to talk shit about Joy Reid, and Jasmine Crockett. And that I have a problem with. So if you look at her video about Jasmine Crockett, she goes in on Jasmine Crockett, basically playing this like clown music in the beginning of her video. She's literally saying that she always got something to say. She's literally saying that she don't even know how she got her position. She's saying that she doesn't understand how Jasmine Crockett got her position as a U.S. representative. Mind blowing.
We're going to be responding to none other than Jasmine Crockett. Once again, she's a U.S. representative from Texas, and she is always running her mouth. This lady always has something to say.
You are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel a way and why you can't make me doubt who I am is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education.
Y'all, there is no evidence that Jasmine Crockett has had to work 10 times harder than anybody around her. In fact, every time I hear her speak, it's giving me quite a lot of evidence to the contrary. I don't know how she got to her position as a U.S. representative.
Now, she was an attorney, right? Jasmine Crockett was an attorney. She was a U.S. representative. She is a U.S. representative of Texas, Bachelor's of Arts in Business Administration, Juris Doctor from University of Houston Law. She had her own law firm. She was elected to Texas as a House Representative, being the sole Black freshman and youngest Black lawmaker in Texas at that time. I can go on. There is a list. Amala, when I look you up, I see social media commentator. And here's the thing. I was gonna let that slide. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna let that slide. And then I saw that she posted a video about Joy. When Amala looks in the mirror, I'm really curious as to what she sees. Because I feel like when she look in the mirror, it's really given that scene from Dave Chappelle, that skit where he has on the Ku Klux Klan outfit and he talking about Black people and how these Black people don't deserve this and they don't deserve that. And he pulls off the Ku Klux Klan mask and the whole crowd gasps because he himself is a Black man. And I feel like Amala, I think that's what you're giving right now. I think you're giving a mask and delusion. And I really don't think that you're aware of how you show up in America. Amala, It is disgusting to me when I see people like her. And here's the thing. She makes me like Candace Owen a little bit more. I don't know why, but she does. Like, this is a biracial woman whose father is from Nigeria. Let me make sure I'm correct. Father is from Nigeria. Okay. She's against DEI. She's very condescending in her commentary. And it's almost like she goes through her comments and deletes all the comments that are pro-blackness. I'm just really curious as to how this girl has 2.38 million followers. She reminds me of the kid who probably got bullied growing up. She talks like this. Her voice annoys me. Her commentary annoys me. Her bias annoys me. And let's go back to the condescending, okay? The condescending of it all annoys me because she talks about these black women like, I don't know how they got these positions. She shouldn't be on MSNBC. She's not a journalist. She's not this. She's not that. Why? Like, you have nothing to back up these negative things that you're saying about sisters like Joy Reid and Jasmine Crockett. You have nothing to back it up. It's kind of gross to me because you're giving someone that's either an undercover lesbian, married to or dating a white woman, or you for sure got a white boyfriend or a white man somewhere, child, because you're giving me delusion. You're giving me delusion. You're giving me that you look in the mirror and you don't, you put your little braids in, you have your little tattoo in, you talk with your teeth poked out, and, you enjoy people doing what I'm doing right now because I've seen it. You actually like, people doing these think pieces or these stitches on your stupid commentary. I don't even want to give this video too much time. I'm really about to take me a shower, okay, and relax and enjoy my day. But I just really had to just get on here and just vocalize my opinion and vocalize my thoughts and my emotions as it relates to Amala. I was sitting here, I did a video about Tiger Woods, and, I was talking about how sometimes I understand for biracial people, it may be difficult to have to feel like you have to choose a side. Like, should you go to your black side? Should you go to your white side? I can imagine how difficult that might be, as someone trying to navigate this, this very much divided society. And I can understand that. But what I can't understand, do your little commentary about the TikTok thoughts. I get it. Do your little commentary about the love, the love in basketball or the love in hip hop, Zeus, stay over in that lane. But when you come for these women who are educated, who've gone to Harvard, who have been professors, you're literally down here compared to them, and you're talking about them like, oh my God, how dare they call themselves a U.S. representative? How dare she call herself a freaking journalist? Like, who are you? I literally Googled you and it came up as a social media commentator. Listen, I don't know. I just feel like the delusion, the self-hate, it's something about her that truly just grosses me out. I don't even know how else to say it. She just grosses me out 100%. She makes those dumb faces. She pokes her teeth out and makes these, like, her name should literally be Condescending Amala. CA. Condescending Kamala. She's the kind of person that you want to get in a ring and just like fight her, honestly, because she gets on my nerves. I don't know. I don't even want to give too much time to this little stick. This stick with teeth and braids. I don't even want to give her the time. At the end of the day, let me know if you have any thoughts on Amala's commentary as it relates to Joy Reid, or Amala's commentary as it relates to Jasmine Crockett. It's just disgusting to me seeing like her resentment towards her black side. It's just really gross. I don't know how in this kind of climate, when you walk into a space, you are a nigga. When you walk into a space, you a black girl with braids. When you walk into a space, no matter how light you look, you are a black girl. And it's crazy because this is just my opinion, we all have them, but when I see people like Candace Owens and I see people like Amala, I just wonder what turning moment did they have in life that made them have such a change in opinion and almost a self-hate for the black inside of them. Because, it's funny because, if you know Candace Owens' story, you know that she was very much given liberal steez. She was very much given liberal. She had this whole lawsuit when she was younger, to where people, I think somebody called her the N-word or did something to her, did some type of discriminatory practice against her. She had a whole lawsuit, and now she's like, fuck you, N-words. Fuck you, N-words. I'm not with you. Like, where does it turn? Like, where does it turn? When do you get up one day and say, you know what? Let me talk negative about the people who I look like in the mirror. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna put on my the darkest shade of makeup I can, right? Because you're Black women, and we know that the shades don't be shading when it comes to Black women's shades, especially for Candace Owens. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go put on my, dark makeup, I'm gonna go comb my 4C hair, I'm gonna go and do these things, and then I'm gonna go outside and talk negative about the people that I see in the mirror when I'm getting dressed. And not even just the people. You talking about the U.S. representative. You're talking about a commentator. You're talking about a journalist on MSNBC. You took your time out to talk about these two Black women and to literally say that DE and I is something that we don't need. Anyway, so I'm done with this. Let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next episode.